the first character they confirmed for Scream 5 would be the most iconic.
Special Officer Doofy reporting.
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. We have an update on Scream 5. This is the Scream reboot. A lot of exciting information for horror movie fans to dig into and really get anticipated for this movie that will be coming to us in 2021. So I'm gonna need you guys to leave your thoughts down below on everything we discussed today. Give me all your theories, predictions, and what you think is going on with all the details we have. If you didn't know by now, on this channel I like to update everybody on the upcoming movies. I have a full playlist specifically for Scream 5. I'll link some of the most recent big updates in the description if you want to be completely caught up. But leave a like to show your excitement because we're getting a new Scream movie in 1 year. Is this reality? So the biggest news in question specifically is the main announcement of one character returning to the Scream franchise. In fact, he's the only confirmed character that is part of the movie. And that's David Arquette, good old Dewey, who will be returning to the franchise. I was in the middle of doing a podcast with my friend Sean Chandler, and you can tell exactly when this news dropped because my face just lit up. Because other than dear old Randy, as a legacy character, Dewey is my favorite. In this announcement, David Arquette himself said, "I am thrilled to be playing Dewey again and to reunite with my Scream family, old and new. Scream has been such a big part of my life, and for both fans and myself, I look forward to honoring Wes Craven's legacy." If we have old cast members now confirmed and signed on, this movie really is going to be faithful to the fans of the franchise. And it also means whatever story they have cooked up for the following film, they think it's honoring Wes Craven's legacy. But stepping on specifically what this means for Dewey first, what a great character to be confirmed and returning for the movie. I wonder why specifically he was announced when only just about a week or couple of days ago, we've heard the talks that Neve Campbell, the main character of this Scream franchise, Sydney, is in talks, in negotiation, trying to finalize everything so that she feels she is honoring the character and Wes's legacy. So she's not confirmed as of right this second, but I'm pretty sure she will be involved. Dewey is a character that's been through a lot in the Scream movies. The man has gotten his heart broken, rejected, literally stabbed in the back, walked with a limp, miraculously recovered, became a sheriff of a town. I really am curious to know where this character I love is today. What is he doing with his life? What are the ramifications of being attacked by a ghost face stalker 4 times in your life do to you? And a lot of people out there don't even know what good old Dewey David Arquette is doing with his life right now. The man sure has not slowed down with age. If you didn't know, modern day David Arquette Dewey is a freaking wrestler and pretty much a badass. I have to think that some of this lifestyle will play onto his character and we'll see him as this really weathered down sheriff who maybe has lost his innocent fun side and just sees the world as very dark. But then again, I'm hoping he's still married, that he has his relationship with Gale Weathers still alive. Maybe they have kids running around, but he takes his job as the sheriff of Woodsboro very seriously. But jumping on from that, there's something I have to address on this movie because there's still a lot of people confused on what this new movie actually is. There's a lot of people who believe, oh great, this is Scream 5. They confirmed old cast members. Sydney Prescott will return again, be the main character, have her life haunted, and this will be a direct continuation to Scream 4. I hate to burst your bubbles, but it's not going to be like that, Chief. This is technically going to be a reboot, and right away when I say reboot, people freak out, they get angry, but modern day horror reboots are really not a bad thing. It's actually the most common thing being done with a lot of these properties. The main reason I call it reboot is because they're going to focus on brand new characters. If Neve Campbell returns, she is not going to be the main character anymore. She will be a side character along with Dewey. Don't forget, the official plot synopsis that we have right now for this movie is a new installment of the Scream horror franchise will follow a woman returning to her hometown to try and find out who's been committing a series of vicious crimes. With Dewey back, that would make me believe that maybe this is Woodsboro, that wherever this new main character is from, she's from Woodsboro, and that's where she's returning, and Dewey is still sheriff there, and we'll see everything go down. But then again, the Scream franchise has been no stranger to taking the characters out of their comfort zone. They've been to a college campus. They've been to the streets of Hollywood. Dewey might see this person on the news, seeing the vicious crimes, hearing that it's a person in a ghost face mask, and just feels compelled to help that person out because he's been through it several times, and as a cop, he feels like it's his duty to take care of that. So with this new Scream movie, treat it like the new Candyman movie that is a reboot because it's a sequel to the first Candyman, even though it's not named Candyman 2, just like Halloween 2018 is a sequel to the first Halloween movie, but it is not called Halloween 2. This new Scream movie will be Scream 5, keeping in continuity everything that we know so far of the franchise, but it will not be called Scream 5. I'm hoping it might be called Ghostface, but if anything, the movie will just be named Scream, and the marketing will lean towards bringing in new audience members. But that's not something to complain about, because we're getting the best of both worlds. From the words of Arquette right here, he's not going to be the only character coming back. It would be really weird if Dewey was the only returning character from the past Scream franchise, unless you want to create wild fan theories like we love to do on this channel, because that's how we show our excitement until we see the final product. What if Dewey is investigating the disappearance of Sydney and his wife Gail? They've gone missing, and all of a sudden these crimes start showing up in a different town right around the time his beloved friends went missing. There's a quote here that I'll talk about in a sec where they really praise this new script. This new story apparently is gonna blow our minds. What if there's an obsessed teenager with those stab movies that we now know are canon in this Scream franchise, or obsessed with the real life crimes that happened to Sydney and her friends, and now that dude just wants to replicate them for a modern time, and well, he needs his two main leads, Sydney and Gail, to be part of it. Obviously crazy nonsense, but it's fun to think, why did they choose Dewey to be the first one announced? But even to prove further that it's not just a bunch of talk, that these aren't just, oh, actors getting a huge paycheck to show up in a movie, we have the original writer of the first two Scream movies and Scream 4. He didn't get a chance to do the story for Scream 3, and that movie was a bit of a disappointment. Kevin Williamson went ahead and talked about his involvement with this new reboot. I'm excited to re-team with David and work with Jamie, Guy, and Radio Silence on the next Scream. Their take on the movie is both original, inventive, and honors Wes's legacy in a wonderful way. Ready or Not was my favorite horror film of last year, and I can't wait to see their amazing talents bringing to the Scream universe. I'm thrilled to be a part of it. The man who was responsible for giving us all those mind-blowing twist endings, creating the meta horror, writing down the words that Ghostface himself would say that gives us chills, is praising the new movie, is all up for it, really complimenting Matt Valenti-Olpin and Tyler Gillette, who are the directors and creative team involved with this new Scream movie. Really, Scream fans should just be excited that we got this lucky to have such a great team involved with our new film. The other aspects of the movie that just get my mind wondering of what's gonna happen are just, what horror tropes are they gonna be touching upon in this new Scream movie? Because if you're a fan of Scream, you very much well know that the movies are all about commentating on horror at that time. The first Scream was really about reinventing what a slasher movie was with a mystery reveal. The second movie was all about horror sequels and how that's handled. Even the fourth movie touching upon horror remakes and just how they're never better than the original. For Scream 5, it would really have to touch upon these people who reboot movies but also keep the continuity the same at the same time. Like I was just mentioning with the newest Candyman or the Halloween franchise with Michael Myers. Even the newest Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie will do the same thing where they follow the events of the first movie but they ignore all the other sequels. The latest film could probably touch upon changing history, maybe making some things that we knew were reality in the past Scream movies maybe not true anymore. Hopefully bringing back to life some characters that we miss, like a Randy. I know there's people out there who would love a Kirby to show up. Heck, I'd be all up for it. I just don't know if general audiences will buy tickets for that very specific beloved character to come back. And also that, will they have multiple ghost faces? In a lot of these movies, you basically have two people wielding the knife, tricking the audience on who could be where. Will they do 3 for the first time on film? Will they stick to the traditional 2? Will they just do the 1 like they did in Scream 3? I'm gonna need you guys to leave me your thoughts down below. So much is going on. I'm just so happy. in the article they mentioned that they are gonna shoot the movie this year, and a Scream movie that does not require a lot of visual effects or post-production that can be shot in a matter of a month or two. We are getting this movie in 2021. My guess is maybe the summer, because there's no way they're gonna want to release this around Halloween, where they have to compete against Halloween Ends, which is gonna be like a big finale for that franchise, so they're gonna want to stay away from that. Let me know what you guys think about all this Scream news down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. It helps out so much. Also subscribe if you want more movie news and Scream 5 updates. But as always, my name is Chris. Take care.